What's up, dudes? My name is Nick. Welcome back for another music video reaction as I check out the latest song from Twice titled Yes or Yes. And the obvious question, whatever the answer is, or the obvious answer to whatever the question is apparently yes, because they didn't give me the option to say no. So I don't know. That was kind of goofy, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not taking it back. So I'm interested to check this out. Twice has been a group that has grown on me as their career has progressed. Definitely have been enjoying their music much more the last year or so than I did when they first debuted. So I'm interested and excited to check this song out, to be completely honest. And I'm just gonna share my honest, first impression thoughts with you guys, hopefully encouraging you to share your thoughts as well. I should say not hopefully, but I do encourage you to share your honest thoughts on this song, whether you like it or not, because I'm trying to just kind of create a space here on YouTube for people to share what they think about K-pop freely and be open with their thoughts. So if you want to join that community and all of that kind of fun stuff, then subscribe to the channel, because we'll have plenty more opportunities to discuss brand new Korean music releases coming up in the very near future. So with all of that being said, let's get this song started and see what it's all about. I like how that was supposed to be, well, I guess it's supposed to be a little startling. Yes, this is definitely a little spooky. I'm down for a little spooky Twice. Who wants some spooky Twice? I do.
Hey boy.
They're not gonna be spooky, but you know.
I'm gonna make this simple for you. You got two choices. Yes or yes.
All right, just like straight into it. Okay. Well, that whole set's kind of green screen, isn't it? Pretty obvious. Maybe I'm wrong, but it doesn't look real. It doesn't look particularly real. Okay, this is gonna be, I can already, because we're already through a verse and a chorus and that, unless they pull out something crazy interesting, I'd have to say this is probably gonna be one of the Twice songs that I'm not 100% in love with. Yeah, this is definitely, I think this is definitely going to be one of those Twice songs. It's gonna grow on me. Like, I don't hate it. There's absolutely nothing about this song that I dislike. Just not immediately in love with it. You know, honestly, just like in a broad sense, just to make a generalization, like this, the whole vibe and the feel and the sound and all of that of this song isn't really a surprise. Like, this is kind of just, it's Twice. It's what they do. You know? I don't know, man. Like, I would, as much as I enjoy listening to Twice, they're not like my favorite group. The music isn't necessarily, you know, to my taste. I would really like it if they kind of did something that was very much different from what they normally do. And like, this is their 6th mini album. At least this is their, this is their 6th mini album, like I just said at the end of that music video. And I just like, I kind of already get the idea and all that stuff of with this song. Like, I've already felt something like this before from Twice. I've already, you know, rocked out and had some fun with Twice songs like this in the past. Like, what are they doing differently with their music aside or with their releases, aside from having, you know, different styled visuals and, you know, different themes and different concepts, you know? Like, what are they doing musically that is different, that is going to be interesting to me? You know, maybe I'm not really the target audience for Twice, though. That's definitely, you know, a thing. Like, I'm pretty sure they're not targeting 26-year-old males with their music. I'm pretty sure that's not the target demographic for the music that Twice makes. But, you know, and I mean, I personally, just, you know, my own personal, you know, for my own personal interest and my enjoyment, I would like it if they kind of, you know, release something that I was more into. But of course, what they're doing is working, so they really do not have to change up anything. So I'm going to listen to this some more, of course, because I think that as I listen to this some more, as a lot of these Twice songs have kind of grown on me, the more that I listen to them, I'm going to pick out maybe 1 or 2 or 3 or some odd things that I, you know, really, really enjoy about this song or that I don't really enjoy about it. And we'll be back with a little bit of a further review. But first, answer my question of the video. After listening to this song many more times, of course, I have to say that my just general feeling on this song as of right now is that I'm neither like overwhelmed or in love with this song, but I'm not underwhelmed and I don't dislike the song. I'm just kind of like firmly in the middle on it, you know, and I just like enjoy it, but I'm not necessarily going to be going out of my way right now to choose to listen to this song. And, you know, there's some things I like about it, but there's some things that I don't necessarily like about it. So pick 2 things. One thing I like about it, one thing I don't like about it. They're kind of related in a way, and we're going to talk about that. Let's get started, of course, with the part of this song that I do like, or the element of this song that I really, really do like and kind of attracts me to this song. And that is really that whole bridge or an interlude portion in the middle of the song. Maybe it would even be considered maybe like the 2nd verse or something like that. It is a moment, of course, in this song that is a little bit, you know, more down tempo, feeling a little bit less hectic and crazy and highly paced from the rest of the song, because from the very beginning of the song, like, the song kicks off, it starts, it's going super, super fast, and from the very beginning of the song, like I said, it just goes and it does not stop necessarily until it is, of course, you get to this moment in the song where you kind of just dial it back a little bit, and it's just a really kind of nice moment. Of course, you know, I really do enjoy, you know, these sorts of moments in a lot of songs when the song is something that is super, super energetic, super up tempo, crazy high energy levels and stuff like that, because 3 solid minutes of that is a lot of fun. I really like it, but at the same time, it is really nice to kind of have a moment in the song where you can like maybe take a break and you don't have to be so, you know, engaged in the song, and it's just a moment to kind of like catch your breath a little bit, I would say. On top of that, it just, you know, is of course another moment in the song where they can do something different with the song a little bit, kind of take what they're doing, put a little twist on it, and have a little bit of differentiation, a little bit of diversity in the flow of the song. Because there are plenty of K-pop songs that are super high tempo, super high energy, and they just, from the very beginning to the very end, and they just go and they sound the same. Once you've heard the first verse and the first chorus, you've basically heard the rest of the song. So having a moment in this, like this in the song, you know, provides a little bit of a change. It's a point of interest in the song that, you know, of course, if it wasn't there, then it obviously would kind of, in my mind at least, make this song a little bit less interesting. And of course, it kind of provides a little bit of an opportunity for the members of this group who are kind of designated as the rappers, or, you know, of this group, to kind of have a moment and have some lines in this song where, like, you know, they are the focus. Something related to the whole slow the whole song down vibe, the whole down tempo break portion of the song, is the final, like the end of the song. I guess you would kind of consider it to be maybe a little bit of a dance break, because there is a little bit, I guess you can say, of a dance solo. The music video kind of focuses a lot on the dance moves, but, you know, it kind of starts with the whole, like, the whole line of, like, it's really simple. You just basically just the answer is, like, you know, the thing is they spell out yes, Y-E-S, right? Right? And that moment in the song also is a break, slows it down, provides a little bit of a different, you know, flavor or taste to the song. But where the section of the song that I just talked about previously, you know, slows the song down, like, not a dramatic amount, but enough to be different, like to be noticeable and different, but it still ties in nicely with the rest of the song. This moment, I think, is kind of a little bit of a, you know, rude and abrupt break in the song. Like, it doesn't necessarily kind of flow super nice. It's nice, again, to kind of do something like that and change the vibe, change the tempo, you know, flip the script and all that. But at the same time, this instance, I don't necessarily think that it really fits particularly well in the song. So, you know, on one hand, I've got a moment in the song where they kind of go a little down tempo, a little bit less energy compared to the song, and then you've got another that is a significant, drastic amount less energy, less tempo, sort of. And one of them feels really, really good, and the other one doesn't necessarily fit particularly well. And, you know, it just isn't really my most favorite favorite part of the song. It doesn't tie into the whole sound and the feel and the nature of this song like that previous, like that interlude and or second verse or whatever you want to call it does. But this little dance break moment in the song just really kind of doesn't tie in. Another, I guess, kind of side effect is, you know, the more that I listen to it and the more that I kind of distinctly kind of pointed out or singled out this, you know, bridge / interlude and then the final, you know, dance break before the last, you know, repetition of the chorus as the outro. As I've got those points kind of singled out, this last moment in the song, the little break before the outro, it kind of turns the last half of the song into a little bit, I think, of a jumbled mess a little bit. First half of the song is really, really coherent. It's really, really, I guess, homogenous in the fact that everything is kind of sounds the same. It's all related very, very closely, or, you know, it all flows into each other really, really nicely. And then you get the bridge and interlude, which is different, noticeably different, not, you know, dramatically, and, you know, it's not like it's out of character for the rest of the song, but then you get to this break before the outro, and it is kind of out of character for the song. And that is something that I mentally, and I'm sure that a lot of other people who are listening would tie this little breakdown before the outro to the previous part of the song, and you're like, these just don't necessarily fit together particularly well, and that just doesn't feel very good. It doesn't sit well with me. I kind of think that this last moment in the song, or the second to last, the penultimate second to last moment of the song, kind of, I don't want to say that it ruins the last half of the song, because that's a little bit strong, but for me, it does kind of ruin the last half of the song. So, you know, all in all, they got something in this that is really, really good, something that I really, really, really enjoy, and then there's something in the song that I don't really enjoy, and I think is kind of, you know, unnecessary, at least the way that they did it and the way that it was presented in this song. It really is just kind of like the basic Twice song. Like, they've got their, as I listen to it, it's like you don't really expect much different from Twice at this point in time. You know, like I said as I kind of like gave brief thoughts at the end of my reaction, my first impression thought is like, Twice does what Twice does. You know, they've released 6 mini albums. They promoted 6 mini albums with music and songs that are similar to this in their just general sort of style and their energy level and their feel and the vibe. And you know, it works. They release music that is super catchy, that is definitely stuff that I don't necessarily hate, but at the same time I don't really enjoy it that much. But like I said, at that moment, I'm not the target audience for Twice. So this song's not necessarily the one that I would choose to listen to above all other Twice songs. And, you know, it probably just is because I don't necessarily, you know, buy into the cult of personality that JYPE has kind of developed around this group. Because, you know, it's a thing in K-pop in general. You know, the whole cult of personality, fans, you know, hinge or just are really attracted to the personalities and all that kind of stuff of these groups as they're depicted through music videos and variety shows and all this other sort of stuff. And that's what people like about K-pop. And I think Twice does a really good job of leveraging that at this moment in time. Like, they're doing a really good job of, you know, providing that whole, you know, image and aspect of them that some other groups aren't necessarily doing to their maximum potential. So you kind of combine that whole, you know, cult of personality aspect of it with releasing music that is just basically super catchy. It's kind of formulaic at this point. You know what you're going to get from Twice, you know what you're going to expect, and they deliver that constantly, that, you know, you can't really be disappointed. And, you know, people just have bought into Twice super hard. They're not for me personally in like in a grand scale, but definitely when some of the Twice songs that I really do like or that I do enjoy come up, I definitely am not going to skip them, except for Signal. I will skip Signal every single time that it comes on my playlist. So those are my thoughts on this song. I want to know what you guys think about it, what your favorite parts of the song are, what your least favorite parts are, you know, whether you agree with me or disagree with me, or whatever your thoughts are. I encourage you to share your positive or negative thoughts on this song down in the comments below, because we're trying to build a community here that is all about having some free and open discussion about our thoughts and opinions, no matter what they are. So if you're interested in joining that discussion, that community, then click the subscribe button down below, because there's plenty more videos and more to talk about coming up in the very near future. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.